Hey everyone, I'm here with EG.iNcontroL, who just flew over a couple days ago to try his hand qualifying at the GSL. And, well, you're here. A lot of people are naysayers, but how do you feel?
Feel great. It's one thing to go out here and try and to qualify, and a lot of people are speculating like, oh, he has a good chance, or no, he has a terrible chance because he did do well in MLG. When the bottom line is there's really no comparison. Groups are a huge crackshot, crackpot, something like that. They're random. Let's not get into specifics. But the bottom line is, like, they play so different here. It's just, even on the European server, they play completely different. So I've been laddering, doing fairly well, beat some pro gamers, beat some average people, and then lost to some terrible people. So it didn't really give me the confidence, but it's just kind of like, you can do it or you can not do it. So might as well come here and figure it out.
All right, now you switched to Protoss in this game. Your Protoss is pretty solid. I've been watching the last couple days. I know you said you might do it, you might not do it, but what are the weaknesses and strengths of your games that may get you through this or may make you lose?
You know, I think this game is extremely cerebral. I think it's really, really, really mental. Like, I play some games against people who do the exact same thing, and they just crush me. And then we play another game, and you make that small nuance difference, or you just, like, you hesitate a little bit further, or you scout. Just like small things that you take for granted in Brood War because you just do it automatically all the time anyways, and then it's just a completely different game. So I would say my weakness is it's kind of like a golf swing. Like, sometimes I forget to manage those Zelnaga towers or to scout out the below their ramp, and then that determines whether or not they're foregating or doing a macro style PvP. And those kind of things, when they click for me, I feel like I'm a very powerful, good Protoss that can beat anybody. But when I forget those things, I feel like I could lose to anybody. So that variance right there makes me kind of, it makes me an inconsistent player, and that's not where I want to be. You know, some of these better guys like Huck, and then, you know, of course the Koreans, they do those monotonous things every single time. So if they get beat, it's because they're getting outplayed. It's not because they forgot something, and I want to be like that.
All right, excellent. Speaking of Huck and other people that come here from outside of Korea, who do you think has the best shots of getting in?
Ooh, you know, I really do think Huck has a good shot. I think he's, like I just said, he's a very solid Protoss. I think his PvZ is speculative, but he's kind of found a solid style that's going to beat everyone that's worse than him or give him a shot against the people that are equal to him. So if he gets a favorable group, I feel like he can make it through. I think he's very solid PvP. He's pretty good PvT, and then his PvZ is safe. He doesn't take a whole lot of risk, so I feel like he's a good horse to bet on. Some of the guys I think are interesting to watch, like Kiwi Kaki, who, you know, if you would ask me a month ago, I would say he's one of the best foreigners there is, but right now I would say I think he's having a bit of an identity crisis, and I think he might be in a little bit of trouble, not because of him as a player. I think he's a fantastic player, but I think the game's been shooken up with him with this last patch, PvZ specifically, enough so that he's not quite the player he used to be.
All right, excellent. Well, I'm going to let you go. I have a lot more people to interview, so any shout-outs you got? Any plugging you need to do?
Yeah, I want to thank EG, obviously, Evil Geniuses, helped set me out here. I want to thank my girlfriend who's waiting patiently at home, Anna, Uncontrollable. You can see her interviews on Team Liquid or YouTube if you want to read interesting comments. And I want to thank everybody else. You know, I couldn't be here if it weren't for, like, Idris sharing his house space, or Artos is helping show me around, or Nick, so responsible. Getting to you in a sec. Nick is every single night he's working so hard to find that EG house, to make those connections, and he's sober, he's clean, such a respectful guy, and he works so hard too. He's always practicing. He's a real pro. It's nice to be around. And then Juani, obviously, the translator. When he gets the words, I mean, English is starting to, like, click for him a little bit. It's actually really adorable. He does a really good job, and that's pretty much it.
All right, well, thanks EG.iNcontroL, and everyone check him out on gosucoaching.com. Gives lessons, so check him out there. Thanks a lot. Good luck.
Thank you.